Hey, I'm Heverosin, and I have too many albums sitting in my Spotify. Some I've listened to, some I haven't. So I've had this idea where I just spin a wheel, review an album. Sounded like fun in my head, so let's try it. And it looks like we are reviewing Pre-Dawn. And now, give me a second, and I'll pull up the Spotify. So, this is Pre-Dawn. It is a 2013 release from Lop Abuse on Somebody. It is a 4-track EP coming in at 16 minutes, and yeah, let's get to reviewing it. So after a listen through, that went by a lot faster than I thought it would. I like it. After doing a bit more research, Lop Abuse on Somebody is a Japanese math rock band that recently reformed after about a 6-year hiatus. And this was their first EP. And if this is only their first, I can't wait to look into some more. I like how they, the take they had on Japanese math rock, because that's always been more of a, it's always been more of a clean tone, bright, happy, clean tone Telecasters. But these guys, they threw a bit of overdrive on their guitars, giving it a bit more crunch, and because it adds more to the feel of it. Overall, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Or going by Anthony Fantano rules, that anything above a 5 is good. Yeah. So, if we move back on over to the wheel, we will get our second album. So back at our wheel, and it is time for our second album, and let's just see what it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be The Lovesick Hexology by Nujabes and Shing02. So if we just head over to that album on Spotify, and we'll just give it a listen. So this is The Lovesick Hexology. It was to my knowledge, it was a series of 6 songs released by Japanese lo-fi producer Nujabes and Japanese... I'll fact check me on this, Japanese or Hawaiian rapper Shing02. And this was released after Nujabes' passing in 2010. Helped by, I believe it was Uyama Hiroto. The last couple songs were helped by that, and I can't believe I've never really listened to it as a Nujabes fan myself, so I'm going to give it a listen and get back. So, after listening through the Lovesick Hexology and Perfect Circle at the end, it's good. The grand finale could have been a bit more grand, but I get that was made after Nujabes' death, so he kind of couldn't really have any input on how it came out. But overall, it's a beautiful saga. Each of the songs have a certain theme that if you pick apart with the lyrics, you'll be able to figure out, and I'm not gonna get into it because I love interpreting things. So if you want to find it, it's out there on the internet, and if you want to interpret it yourself, I won't spoil it for you. Nujabes' Instrumentals are amazing as always. That man was a legend. And Perfect Circle at the end was probably the best choice for a closing. It was like a palate cleanser. It was so different to the rest of the series. And I've listened to the instrumentals before, so, and I feel like that kind of had an effect on it because I kind of felt like it was a fan version and not like the official release because like I've never listened to the actual like release. I've just listened to the instrumental, but it was good. I liked it. Overall, I'll give it an 6 out of 10. And then we'll go back to the wheel and then get our third, maybe final album. See how long this comes out to. So going back to the wheel, we have our third, maybe final album, and let's just see what it is. It is going to be Mammoth WVH's self-titled debut, and let's just get on over to that. So, a little bit of background info on this album. This is the debut album from the late guitarist Eddie Van Halen's son, Wolfgang Van Halen. And I was actually tracking this album a bit, a couple months up until its release. So I've already heard a couple of the singles put out, and I can't believe I never listened to the album. So I'm gonna give it a listen, and then I'm gonna rate it, and then I'm gonna just see how much time we have, and if I can do a fourth. Sorry. So, after finishing this album, I do not know why I didn't listen to it earlier. It's great. From what I have read, researching while listening to it, it seems that he wrote and recorded everything. I mean Wolfgang Van Halen. It seems he recorded everything on the album. And everything on the album is incredible. It is amazing. I love it. It's all seems very original. No two songs sound vaguely similar. Yet it all has this certain vibe to it. It is definitely it is a 9 out of 10. I'm giving it that because I'm not ready to give it 10 out of 10 yet. But I definitely recommend this album. I could not recommend it more. It is amazing. So that will be it. And if you've stuck around this long, hope you enjoyed, and leave a like, leave a comment if you want me to do more of this, because this is just something I decided to do out of a whim, and I hope it goes well, because I did enjoy doing this. So, thanks for watching, and see you next time.